My name is Anne. I live in Orlando and I've lived here for almost 30 years. I have a daughter who is now 30 and just got married last June, which was a big event for us. And she was my caregiver during the whole time of the early years of my illness. I was a single mom and was diagnosed when she was 10 years old. The doctor I was going to at the time said, well, you have less than 5 years to live, and we'll just wait and watch and see. And I thought, I have a 10-year-old. That will not do.
When we met Anne, she made an appointment to come here for a clinical trial that we had at that time. So she had participated in or was a member of a supportive group. And that support group identified that the clinical trial was going to be open in the state of Florida.
So many things led to my survival. The trial, of course, the medication. I am alive because of the love of my neighbors. My neighbors, Bernie and Donna, who live right across from me, took turns driving me to Lecanto. And without that, if I hadn't been able to go there, I would not be here.
The intervention has been very good for her, obviously over 20 years being on this compound. So that's one of the interesting things about sometimes being in these clinical trials, that even if we don't know necessarily all the details about the expected intervention or the expectations from the intervention, we are more likely to identify them nonetheless in the clinical trial than in the standard of care. Standard of care, after all, became or was a clinical trial in the past. Today, her medication is a standard of care, but at that time, it was really a very novel approach.
I thought I wouldn't see my daughter reach 15 years old. I had seen her graduate from high school. I had seen her get into an excellent college on a full scholarship and graduate from college. I had seen her get magnificent jobs and travel all over the world. So 20 years came around and I had seen all of these major milestones that I thought I was never going to see.
This was such an unexpected report where suddenly out of someone that I do recall, I mean obviously I do recall a lot of the moments that we interacted because it's past memories, and but it was so nice to see that she had been doing so well, that some of the her family, in particular her daughter, who she obviously talked a lot about, had done, accomplished these milestones with. Of course, we as parents tend to see a lot of the accomplishments of our kids as being part of us, and so it was great to see that.
I wanted to thank them. I wanted to thank them for all that they did to keep me alive and the kindness with which they did it, and the help they were continuing to give other people. And I just felt it was a good time to let them know. It was an anniversary I never thought I would see.